Okay, so these are scripts I've written back about maybe 10-12 years ago. Around about then, it's like sitcoms, around about 20 minutes each, so how long it should probably take, hopefully. Yeah, this is a long time ago. I wrote this when I was 20, late teens, 20. So, this is called Family Corpse. The show is called Family Corpse, and the title of this episode is called Youth. Now, this is, see what this is like. I've never read this out loud before, and this is like 10-12 years ago. Yeah. Okay. Exterior, streets through town, afternoon. Walking through town together are brothers Simon and Jamie and their father Colin. Simon, 32, is a aimless, self-employed decorator. He is the dominant brother and has to be number one. Jamie is 28. He is an unfulfilled estate agent. He wears cheap suits and drinks weak coffee. He wants the perfect career and girl. Colin, 54, carries his daughter, little Erin, who is a baby, half-sister to Simon and Jamie. Colin is uncomfortable being such an old father and is being left out of the conversation. Jamie, you so did not bring your ex back last night. I didn't hear anything. Simon, I didn't bring Lisa back exactly. We boned in my work van. Jamie, that's grimy. Simon, no, I've got a mattress and pillows in there now. Jamie, how many times do you have to have sex in the back of a van to think, does IKEA do a van pillow range? Simon, I've only done it once before, and then once before that, then another 2, 3 onces, so 8 to 10. Jamie, bull. You couldn't F your ex again, even if you had Elton John's dick. Then why is my wallet £50 lighter? Jamie, are you effing prostitutes now? Simon, I think you're meant to say escort now, but it's only with Lisa. It's what friends do. We're best friends now. And then flashback. Interior, Simon's white van last night. Lisa, 35, Simon's ex, pulls up her skirt as Simon kisses her elbow after she moves her face away. Lisa, you make me feel sick. Back to the present. Simon, she's ill all the time, but I'm so over her, considering since she will fall back in love with me one day. Jamie scoffs. Simon, I forget how many girls you've done? Jamie, 6 plus or minus 4 minus 40 girls is embarrassingly low. Well, this is Simon talking. Wait, do you mean 2? Jamie, I'll have you know that I've had 10 texts from women this week. Simon, any from mum don't count to the total. Jamie, forget what I said. At least I don't blow my wages on it. Simon, I don't blow. She blows, except she doesn't with me. Says I repulse her. Not sure why. I do pay her. They walk through the diner. Colin looks disgruntled. See, I'm not an actor in any way, but it's a long time ago, so I'm kind of tripping over the words. Okay. Interior diner. Jamie, Simon, Colin, and little Erin enter the diner. So Jamie. Do you reckon mum's paying for dragging us out to meet her adopted kid? I have houses to show. Colin. You two, stop excluding me from your conversations and keep your mouths clean around them for 5 minutes. I'm your dad, but you act like all I do is ramble on and belong sleeping in an old folks home. Jamie, calm it. I'm the king of clean talk. They slump down into their mum's, whose name is Muffy, into her mum's bay. Muffy, in her early 50s, wears heavy makeup to try to look youthful, separated from Colin after an affair. Sorry, got a bit of a cough. They slump into their mum. Okay, none of them seem to notice the Asian child, Derek, 10, wearing his primary school blazer. Whilst finished dishes lay around them. Yeah, so this is gonna be like this is comedy, quote unquote, meant to be comedy from 2010, 11, 12. Back when things were not so PC as they are now. Though this isn't necessarily funny. Okay. Jamie. Mum, Simon's effing dirty whores. He notices the child. Who's this? You didn't mention. Muffy. He isn't currently on Facebook. Simon. Not to be insensitive, but he's not exactly, Alright, look at me. He's not... Muffy. He's not got a face that would place second in a dog show. I don't get what this joke was meant to be. Colin, what are you three prattling about? You'll notice he's Asian, right? That's after me filtering that word. They all sigh and whoa. Colin, I'm sorry, I'm from a different area. Jamie, also known as the incredibly racist era. You shouldn't say Asian. You wouldn't point out his white if he was white. Simon, exactly. The politically sensitive term is Indian. Jamie, that's two whole different places. Colin, your brother's right. You shouldn't say Asian or Indian. It has connotations. Muffy, what? Which connotations? Colin, you know the usual. Good at math. He's short. How are you at driving? Derek, I'm 10. Simon, you're mixing up your stereotypes. It's the blind that can't drive. You need to educate yourself. Educate yourself. I was in the script. Lame. Jamie, not even true. Maths is important and Asia makes the best cars. Buffy, I knew you guys would react like this. White Mother, Brown Baby, 2012. Okay, so we know that I wrote this in 2012. That is a long time ago. It's like 11 years ago. Okay, no. Jamie makes a joke. So Jamie, it's 2013, so it's in 2013. And you can't be his mum because you're an egotistical, lazy, inattentive, alcoholic. Muffy sips a glass of wine and signals for more. Muffy, I'm offended at whatever you said. It wasn't easy raising an only child, and I did an exemplary job. Jamie, you have 2 children. How do you forget that? Me and Sai. And Sai, how many times have you paid for sex? What, just in the last 72 hours? Sure, Simon stamped. Muffy, you 2 were my test children, but now I'm going to mother this one so hard he'll forget all about his birth mum. Jamie, you're going to drown him in cough syrup and brandy like in the good old days? She leaves with Derek. This is Muffy, carrying twice his size in her shopping bags. Jamie pours Muffy's wine back into the bottle. Simon racks his hand on the table in a eureka moment, spilling his wine. Simon, I just figured why the Asian kid couldn't be her son. We never saw her pregnant. Think about it. Babies take 12 months. Jamie gives Simon a really look. Colin snorts himself awake. Colin, what did I miss? Do we order? Jamie, go back to sleep, Dad. All the good people have left already. Okay. Interior. After school event in school hall. Later. In a crowd of parents. Sorry. Not too well. Do you have a child here? In a crowd of parents, Muffy wearing high heels and sunglasses flirts with Leo, 40. Looks rich, handsome parent. Leo, do you have a child here? Muffy, I'm 38. I was 5 and 2 months when O.J. Simpson was on trial. The date to check out. I didn't ask, and that would make you 25. Is he or she a grandchild? No, I adopted him from India, in Africa, but do I say I'm Angelina Jolie? No, because that's for other people to draw that fair comparison. Which other people are making that comparison? Who? Muffy. Jennifer Fleischer. She can't think of a name. He did the other day. Where'd she live? She lives Muffy. Leo. Where'd she live? Muffy. She lives upstream. Leo. How'd you meet her? In a dream. Leo. You've at least got an easy job with yours. He's naturally already got math in the bag. Muffy plays for the entire hall's attention. Muffy. Got math in the bag? We have a racist here, just like my ex-husband, whom I dumped, not vice versa. If anyone says otherwise, it's because it's a secret and not a lie. He thinks because my son's Asian, he's also good at math. Leo. Hey, look. Muffy. Get with the times. It's still 2011. We're all equal, no matter if you're blue, black, brown, yellow, or normal. Leo, you're not listening. You're being consumed by your own drama. Muffy. Consumed by my own drama? Consumed by my own drama? I've had 3 different men this week, you idiot. You could have been number 5. Your loss. Leo finally points to the stage, displaying a huge Smathly competition banner as astounded kids compete underneath. Muffy. So, what were your thoughts on the play date? I'll pay. Leo. Hold your purse, cause how about I whisk you to my humble retreat in New England for the weekend? Muffy. I'll just need my passport, dump the kid, buy a new dress, and you are not being serious in the slightest. I'm a bad mother. Muffy storms out the hall, then turns back, realising she's left her child alone on the stage. I've no idea why I said New England in that. It could have been anywhere. Interior family lounge afternoon. Jamie and Simon vent whilst Colin reads the paper and little Erin plays with her toys. Simon stretches. Jamie. It's like with bin paper. She hasn't been around to see us since him. Simon. Do you think she will get jealous of a 4'1" in shoes kid? 2 words, not a chance, Jose. It's like, yeah, I'm taller and cleverer, more cleverer, but we are being forgotten, like when I got head from Cher lying down. Jamie. Cher. That's a lie. Simon. See? You've already forgotten. Jamie. Yeah, because you weren't lying. Simon. Okay, I received it standing up. Colin interjects when reading the paper. Colin. Lad, she's clearly using a kid. And then Jamie and Simon say, to have sex with and make us paranoid, we know. Colin says, as in to screw other parents. That was a very questionable joke. Simon, she's being a slut. Colin, where'd you find that language? How dare you speak about her like? From you, you say it all the time. Colin, lad, she's clearly using a kid to make us paranoid, we know. That's Jamie and Simon saying that. Colin, as in to screw other parents. Simon, she's being a slut. Colin, where'd you find that language? How dare you speak about her like that? Simon, from you. You say it all the time. You know, I've had to self-edit a lot of this stuff out because it is questionable. Colin, the way I speak to her, I did the same with you in the 80s. I had sex with a lot of hot women during that dark period, and I hated every second of it. Jamie. Simon, I have an idea. Simon, and I'm already 2 steps ahead. A woman down the docks has my semen defrosted and ready to inject. Jamie, who associates with dockies? Simon, she's on standby just in case there's some genitalia. I texted her last night. Jamie, I was thinking we could use a formed kid. I'm like, this is like some So they're gonna, like, I don't know, borrow a kid from someone. Are they gonna use little Erin for, like, I don't know, use her to attract single mothers, I guess. Jamie stares at little Erin playing in her own world for a few seconds. Jamie notices Simon talking to his mobile phone. Simon, cancel that. Too late. I'm not ready to be a dad. I want a divorce. Then I'll marry you. Then divorce you. So hard you get pregnantized again. I think we should see to other people. Love you. Bye. Simon angrily hangs up. Jamie, wow, what in God's name is that? Simon, holding his phone. This, it's a cellular phone. It allows you to call anywhere. How do you not know that? Don't you have one? Colin, I won't stand for this while she lives under my roof. As your father, promise me that you won't use Erin or any child in any twisted scheme of yours. Simon and Jamie say, I know, we know. Muffy's apartment later. Jamie and Simon storm into their mother's flat as she barely cracks the door open. She is midway through curling her hair. Simon, we want the Asian kid off you. Muffy, could you say that any louder? Muffy goes to shut the door. Simon, we want to grab the Asian kid. Not what I meant, and you can't treat a child like a possession, so go get your own. He's mine. Simon, I want to lure a 50 Shades MILF. Muffy, Lido ran out of a hypno again. Jamie, paying for it doesn't count. Simon, if it's got legs, a heartbeat, and 2 nostrils, it counts, so that only rules out 1. Don't ask. Jamie, I feel like I need to ask. Simon, respect me and respect my privacy rather than privacy. It's privacy, and you can't just. This is Jamie, and you can't just say what you just said and expect no questions. You're not Tony Blair. Very dated. Back in the 2000s, or 1997 to 2006 or something like that. Privacy. Jamie, you can't just say what you just said, expect no question, yeah, no, blah, blah. Simon, whatever your perverted mind thinks it is, and you're way off. Jamie, it sounds like you've had sex with a girl with no legs and 1 or less nostrils. Simon freezes into place, his heart pounds. Jamie, seriously, was she also dead? A drop of sweat falls down Simon's terrified face. Jamie, come on, that's disgusting. But Mum, I need that kid. Muffy, I'm not renting out Ariel's child. Yeah, he's my neighbour's kid. I'm babysitting whilst they've gone out abroad to Dakota for a break. Why would I use such like weird American? I say New England earlier, and I say Dakota now. No one goes to Dakota for holiday from England. I have no idea. You know you are demanding child trafficking of me. So is that a? This is Jamie and Simon. So is that a no or a yeah? Muffy, you two make me sick, and just for a couple of bucks. Why am I saying bucks? This is like an English thing. Bucks is American. Simon, I was going to offer nearer to £100. Muffy, I think you should leave right now. Simon folds his banknote up, but Jamie takes 50 out of his wallet. 50 on top. Muffy, Derek. She swipes the cash and counts it up. Awkward pause as the guys wait for the kid whilst Muffy waits for them to leave. His parents get back late tomorrow, so I need him back here by 6. She tries to slowly close the door, which mushes their face. Jamie, we're new to the whole child trafficking scene, but I'm 90% sure this is the part where you give us the child. Muffy, it's been a while since I've seen him, and it's Friday, so school, I guess. Jamie, it's 6. School finishes at 3. I've got a cold. Muffy, so you should probably go get him before the child catcher does. Muffy cackles alone. Wow, tough room. You know a child from that very same school was kidnapped a week ago. Muffy, that's why I said it. It's topical. Was that not clear? Jamie, child abduction is no joke. Simon, I'll go get my sex van. This is some dark comedy. The brothers leave. Muffy rolls her head, throwing the money in the air. She notices Derek at the end of her bed. Derek, what did you want? Derek, says, "What do you want?" Muffy, "There's no way this will cause any hijinks. Life isn't a sitcom." Okay, so interior and exterior, Simon's van on street later. Simon in the driver's seat, whilst Jamie pulls Ian do 10 in the same school uniform as Derek, believing he is Derek, into their van. So obviously they've got some random kid that looks like Derek. Simon, "Come on, Derek, boy, get in. My speciality is picking up boys." Jamie, "We're Muffy's kids. Your mum said we're allowed to pick you up." Ian, "I don't trust strangers unless they're teachers or priests." Oh, Ian's the kid. I was like, who the hell is Ian? Jamie, "Sure, we'll leave, but one thing. Could you direct me to the nearest trash..." Why am I saying trash can? Trash is something they say in America, right? I think. Trash can. It's like in England, it's bin. So sure, we'll leave, but one thing. Could you direct me to the nearest trash can? I need to throw all this away. Jamie unravels a 4-kilo bag of sweets and pops a candy cane in his mouth as he stares intensely at the kid. Obviously, has to start to lure him. Exterior, street outside school. Seconds later, the van pulls away with the kid in the back. Concerned parent, around about age 40, middle aged, sees this and dials 999. Surprised I wrote 999, not 911. Simon drives with Jamie riding in the back of Ian. Ian picks a used condom from the van floor. Ian, "Cool, balloon animal." Ian goes to blow it up with his mouth. Jamie grabs it out of his hand and gags. Jamie, used condom. Sigh, you are gross. Simon, "It's called sex. Do it sometime." Jamie, "It's gross. But there's something I feel like we should say out loud because we are in a weird van. This could be the start of a nightmare spiraling in any direction. Murder, who knows? But this isn't child trafficking." The child hear this and is concerned. Simon, agreed. "And he's our mum's kid. He's practically our brother. We do brother things like when I do that pee the bed prank on you. When I did that pee the bed prank on you when we were younger." Got it out. Simon begins laughing. "Kid, listen up. When he was sleeping, I'd pull his dick into a bowl of water." This is dark. Jamie, "Yeah, that's molesting. That's not how you do it." Yeah, because you're going to put the hand in water. That's actually a bit funny, thinking about it. Simon, and kid, don't get any ideas of my mum loving you more. She's just using you to look younger. She doesn't care. Ian, I don't know who you are talking about. Simon, is that sarcasm? Hey kid, you don't suck. Nah, that's sarcasm. Jamie, give him a plastic bag to play with before he makes me angry. Jamie, you can't give him a plastic bag. What if he... Simon, loses it? No problem. I get them free from my suppliers. Inhales. This is what winning smells like. Is that like a drug reference? I'm not even sure. Jamie, smells like man semen and 3 boys. Oh, I know. Interior shopping mall later. Women's heads are being turned as Simon and Ian walk wearing matching sunglasses and ice cream and holding ice creams whilst Jamie tries to walk alongside them but there isn't enough space. Jamie, you're excluding me. He's my kid too, but you're both wearing matching sunglasses and ice cream. Simon, I'm sorry, there's not much I can do. Jamie, both of you are peacocking together. I have no peacock. Simon, a bad workman blames his tools. The melting ice cream drips onto Simon's shirt. Stupid dripping ice cream. You can have mine. Simon passes his ice cream to Jamie and bends down to Ian. Simon, you happy with your ice cream, kid? Ian, thank you, biological dad. Simon, perfectly learned. And are you happy with your ice cream, 24-year-old man boy? Jamie, he's not your son. I'm pretty sure. I'm not petty, so I'll move past it. What? As he walks off, Simon slaps Jamie's back so that his ice cream drops to the ground. A peeved Jamie picks it up, blows in it, and sticks it back on his ice on his cone and licks it. Ian, you're actually going to eat that? Jamie, like a child in trouble. No, I wasn't going to. I was just picking it up for the trash. Why am I saying trash? It's bin. It's England. Jamie places it back to the ground like litter and moves on. Simon, take the kid. I need to take a whiz. Okay. Interior. Shopping mall, food court. Minutes later. Jamie sits with Ian as a young mother, 23, fawns. Simon comes over and grabs an unwelcome seat. Simon, guess who just benched £600? Was it you? Simon, or the young mother, was it you? No, but Simon, no, but that would have made a better story. The young mother, this is just called a young mother. The young mother says, isn't he just the cutest? Normally, I get called handsome, but Jamie, she was talking about the kid. Simon, oh Jamie, don't you have to leave and pay for our parking charge? Jamie, no, I already paid for it. Simon, you probably need to pay again. Jamie, I already paid for it twice. You can't tell me what to do. I won't listen. A waiter, 23. I feel like everyone's 23 in this. Young mother's 23, waiter's 23. Is that the only age? God, I'm wheezy today. Simon, Jamie, move. Okay, so a waiter, 23, tries to walk past behind Jamie, but he's in the way. Simon says, Jamie, move out of the way. Jamie immediately shuffles his chair so the waiter can pass. Obviously, that means he's listened to him. Simon then moves his chair to block his brother. It's Jamie, your chair's on my foot. After a few moments, Jamie resigns to leave. Simon ignores. Jamie, I see what you're doing, Si. You know the reason why Lisa left you? You were a knob who always ignored her. Simon, that is what Linda always said. Jamie, her name was Lisa and we both spent on this child and you get the girl. Don't you see how that is? Simon, other than amazing? This girl's above 15, unlike your last girlfriend, so she's legal. Jamie, I was 15 at the time too, and 16 is the legal age. That's confusing. So Simon, what did I say? 54. I think for that word, I probably would have lowered it, but because above 15 is technically 16. But yeah, Jamie is 16. I'm done. It's legal, and I've been a sexually active male since I was 26. So I'm gonna catch my own child and get laid before you. Jamie realises the whole food court has heard and leaves. Jamie, melodic in tone, through legal and legitimate means and not with a net type device. Simon, so, this is to the young mother. So, have you ever seen the inside of a van? Young mother touches Simon's leg. Yeah, many times. I hate condoms. Do you have any STDs? This is really bad, this part of the script. It's just like unrealistic. Simon, no, I haven't slept with you yet, and if you pardon my Dutch, that's a little promiscuous and desperate. It's not a number game. It's not a numbers game. I won't ever love again. Some of this parts could be easily cut out. Simon moves straight to another table with a brunette. How do you like your eggs at night? Scrambled or fucked? Brunette. Get lost, creeper. Simon smiling. She gets it. But I still got it. That makes no sense. Why would he say that? Brunette. No, you don't. You may be hot, but you're still a type 1 narcissist. Simon. She thinks I'm hot. Jamie on his mobile phone calls. So this is interior, shopping mall, scene, shopping mall, ice cream kiosk later. Jamie on his mobile calls Agnes, 28. She is old school friend and colleague. She is nice and would make a good match Jamie if she didn't have a kid and if he just grew up. Agnes, I need to borrow your kid. Jamie says, Agnes, I need to borrow your kid. Jamie, is that you? How do you get my number? Facebook. Imagine this is free childcare. So come over tomorrow, GTG. Jamie hangs up on Jai's hips and air slaps the booty. Air slaps with the booty. What? What the hell? Simon's gonna be... Oh, wait, because it's part of the joke. Simon's gonna be so jealous. This girl's gonna attract me so much pussy. Be slapping it like... Agnes, I'm still on the line. Oh, my sincerest apology. I honestly thought I'd hung up. Agnes hangs up. Jamie, God, things are gonna... Interior, family, home, bathroom, next day. Jamie waves a photo of a 5-year-old girl in Simon's face whilst he and Ian try to brush their teeth. Jamie... I am not reading this. I'm not reading this. So then Simon says, believe me, you didn't have to print the photo out, let alone a poster, mug and t-shirt. Jamie stretched out his t-shirt of the girl with Team Dixie written on it while drinking out his printed mug. The doorbell rings downstairs. Jamie, that's her things are looking at. God, this is tiring to read, like, it's genuinely tiring. This is very, very tiring to read. Well, there's so many parts of this I'm not going to read. Okay. But I've not read this in like 11 years. So I don't know what's coming up whenever I see any of this. Okay. Jamie opens the door as he faces upstairs at a large... God, it's giving me a cough. Oh, that one. Jamie, she's gonna get me some serious action. Agnes stands appalled at her child Dixie, a depressive goth. Jamie's mood implodes. For F's sake, I was promised a cute kid, and for a second there, I thought you were it. She's called Dixie. Jamie stretches out his t-shirt. 30 seconds false advertising. It's weird, I've never seen your picture. It's not weird. Just went through 989 of your tag photos last night and saved a few to a folder. Dixie, he can eat my fallopian tube balls. Sorry, he is disappointed he's got a goth. Goth isn't going to like attract young mothers. Jamie, well, that's an image I'll keep just in case I want to throw up and die. Dixie, go drink a bottle of Asper. This is language, come on, man. Jamie, Asper, what is that? Do you just liquefy ass and butt? And if it's bottled, is it just being mass produced at a plant? If so, I've never heard of it. Dixie, you're such a bender. Says the girl dressed like a boy. Agnes, Jamie, I actually thought you may have been wanting to see me after all this time. Wait, I thought they worked together. So I'm recording this with a cold, or quite a bad cough. Well, it's a cold. But look at it. It clearly has no regard for other people's feelings. This is so unfair. Agnes, what's unfair is Dixie. Her dad died 3 weeks ago. I spelled it F-R-E-E. I'm going to cough. Just hold it out to the end of the scene. What's unfair is Dixie. Her dad died a few weeks ago. She just needs a good male role model that'll grow up. Jamie, mum's like a child. Well, she started it. Agnes, I consider her the most valuable thing in the world to me, okay? Jamie whips out his wallet. Okay, how much do you want? Ballpark figure, 45 a day, £20 for every day after? Agnes, are you joking? Jamie, okay, it's too low. I can stretch to 55, but I'm not giving away a safety guarantee. Agnes, what are you doing? Just keep her safe. She's worth more than diamonds. Jamie puts away his wallet. So rhodium, iridium, or oil? Oil is not expensive compared to diamonds. Iridium, rhodium, no idea what they even are. knew them back in the. I obviously must have googled them. Agnews no rarer. Jamie, Grandidorite, Tanzanite, honest politicians. Topical, mate. Nice one, mate. She leaves after saying goodbye to Dixie. Simon revels in his brother's misfortune. This is tiring reading this. Like, I think it's meant to take like 30 minutes. But like, reading it takes a lot longer because it takes stage directions and you've got to say the name. I'll go on a cough in a second. I'm on page 20 of 35, 21 of 35. Exterior kids park afternoon. Jamie relaxes on the bench. This is going to be questionable, I know that. Jamie relaxes on the bench with the park mum. Literally forgive any for names. Park mum. 33. Prim, minding her business, reading a Jane Austen novel. Yeah. Inventive. Should be like 50 Shades. Jamie. It's beautiful landscapes worth a million words. Sunny, grassy, sunny again. Is that your boy over there? Park mum. Is that your girl playing with him? No, I came alone. Is what? Park mum. Is what? Are you a P? No. Jamie. No, it was a joke. But if I was, I wouldn't say that. I'm allowed near kids, so that proves I'm Peter. What the hell? Park mum's son 5 is on the slide. Dixie is at the bottom. Jamie leans into Park mum. Jamie, look at them getting along. Maybe their parents should exchange. I'm just trying to say numbers. As her son slides down, Dixie punches him. The parents run over, appalled as Dixie retreats up the climbing frame and Park mum cuddles over her crying child. Park mum, what are you trying to do? Jamie, you're banned. Oh, shucks, papa. Can I still go prom? This is Dixie. You can't do anything to me. You're not my dad and you smell like butt. Jamie, can little effing punk bitch. So come down. I don't know what I'm writing there. The park mum, this is obviously like 11 years ago, who knows. I think it's just really flustered. The park mum grasps at his language and shields her son. Park mum, language, is that how you talk? Jamie, I mean, yes, I can. You are a little effing punk bitch and get down. Because the grammar. The grammar wasn't the issue on the park mum. Dixie, I don't know him. I met him today. That means you do know him. Accepting his loss all time with park mum, Jamie vents his frustration at Dixie. Jamie takes an unsteady step up to try to get Dixie. Jamie, come down now. Dixie, okay, your wish is my command. Dixie jumps off, landing on her arm. She wallows in pain. Jamie's heart skips a beat, knowing he is screwed now that she is injured. Jamie, shit, this is all your fault. I only climbed up there to impress you so you'd sleep with me at my house. Obviously, this is to the park mum. Park mum, I was never going to sleep with you at your house. Jamie, then your house. I didn't know you lived closer. Park mum, I wouldn't sleep with you even if your dick ejaculated diamond rings. Jamie says, was it because of the kid? It has feelings. Doesn't make any sense. Park mum, you think you're king of the world? No. Actually makes sense. Yeah, was it because of the kid? It has feelings. Yeah, that makes sense. Park mum, you think you're king of the world? Jamie, no. My brother's got me turning into a competitive douche. American word. That isn't me. I'm better than him. I'm much more humble. I'm considerate. I'm empathetic. I don't know. Empathic. Dixie grinds out in pain. Obviously, God, that's what he just said. Park mum, are you okay, you dear? Jamie, a bit annoyed. Why'd you ask? That's right. So continue. So, interior, plastic ball, indoor, fun ground, same time. Simon, with Ian in tow, scowls of hot mums. I didn't mum, just spelling them English spelling, not the mom, M-O-M, American. In the seating area, continue. He bumps, I don't need to say continue for a new page because you don't know what page I'm on. He bumps into Stat Colin wearing an abhorrent 1970s shirt, grown much too tight, walking around with little area and cruising for women as well. Simon, what are you doing here? And is the 70s puking up shirts now? Simon saw something pungent. You smell like a teenager. Do you want the people of Africa to smell you? Colin sprayed himself in yet more aftershave. Are you here to pick up women with little Erin? You are a hypocrite. Was it intentional? Okay, I'm gonna cough. Colin slow walks backwards without saying a word. Simon, are you just gonna slow walk away? You're not gonna even defend yourself. Colin slow walks forwards back to Simon. You and your brother got me thinking. And I've been very lonely since I left your mother when I cheated. One moment of weakness, this is my first time here. The friendly mother, 42, walks past and feels with Colin's arm. I see you today, Colin. I've got your voicemail, and yes. And also, did your nephew get into Michigan? I know what this is. I submitted this to American. That's why it says Michigan and all this New England and all these different things that are their very much American ways of saying stuff. All the locations. Because I submitted this to America. So I just changed it all to like American names. Now it makes sense why I'm constantly saying like New England, Michigan, Dakota. Also, did your nephew get into Michigan in the end? Colin, are you effing kidding me? I've just walked in, let me sit down, breathe, and then, and only then maybe I will let you talk to me. Now scram. She hurries away obediently, and Simon stares at his father. Colin, I accept that we'll be operating in the same circle, so I suggest we both be gentlemen and Okay, Simon, who's that piece of sauce? I ain't reading any of this. Simon, no, I was talking about the hot woman 4 feet behind her. They look at Casey, 30, mother, hot, pushing the baby in the pram. You misheard. Colin, you misheard, and it was a joke. That's Casey, she's a massive slut that lets you take any dick about. You misheard, and it was a joke. That's Casey, she's a massive slut that literally takes any dick about. Simon, nice. Your dick? Colin, no, but I have been putting in some serious graft. Simon, whatever, tell her today. I'm chasing her. She's a MILF. Colin, son, why do you chase women so much? Simon, I guess it's to fill the hole inside me. The deficiency of mum not being around as much. With mum gone, I feel like any woman can leave, and I fear dying without someone holding me. Colin, that speech just gave me the chills. Simon, I think they just blasted on the aircon. Simon leaves, patting his dad on the chest. Where are you going? What you said? What about what you said? Simon, my dick done second self. It's Colin. It's a lot harder than you think. I think she may be my spirit animal. Returning. Interior, plastic ball, indoor fun ground. Seconds later. This is a jump cut. Simon walks back to Colin with a grin plastered on his face. Simon, today at 5, her place coffee and biscuits. Now, biscuits is an English word. They say cook in America. Colin, I guess I didn't say tea. Colin, damn it, in the play date world, coffee always leads to teats and the V. How did you do it so fast? God, this is literally the words of a teenager. Simon pats his head. I can't really blame her. The key is being humble, so that played to my greatest strength. That was a great sentence twist. Why here? Why her? Why here? She has all the things I don't hate on this planet. Tits. Colin, I was half expecting a list there. It was. It's a list of 2. Ain't too bad. Internal shopping list. Internal shopping mall later. Jamie and Dixie, her arm sling, past an Apple store. Dixie, you owe me an iPhone. You broke my wrist. Jamie says, I don't even have an iPhone. Dixie says, if you don't buy me an iPhone, I'm telling Agnes that you touched me. Jamie, don't even joke about that. iPhones are very expensive. Dixie, buy me the phone. Jamie, I'm 24 and 3/4 and I'm an adult man. I don't get blackmailed by children. Dixie, quietly as a warning, help. Jamie instantly opens his wallet. Jamie, how about I get you a shuffle? Dixie says, that's like marrying Hugh Jackman then sucking off Gary Busey. No way. Savage. Jamie, that is gross. True, but gross. Dixie, stranger danger, stranger. Jamie grabs. Stranger, Dixie says, stranger, danger, stranger. Jamie grabs her, but Dixie shouts loud enough for a female passerby, 35, with a child to notice. Dixie, help, stranger, danger. Dixie kicks Jamie in the shin. He wails. Dixie gets comforted by the female passerby. Dixie goes, he broke my arm and he's using me to get laid. Jamie, semantics. I'm using her to get girls, not girls, women. Okay. Bit odd. Jamie is lost for words. 2 large burly men in their 40s stick their oars in. A small crowd has gathered. The large burly men. Girl, is this... I don't know why I've got this written down as like... large burly men, so like they both say at the same time. Girl, is he your father? Dixie, no, he said he was going to blend me into gravy and stick it on his fries. I don't think in America they eat gravy on fries. And he won't buy me an iPhone. How could you... female passerby, how could you? Jamie, do you guys not grasp how expensive Apple products are? Wait, you're talking about the other thing. The 2 burly men step forward, ready to attack. The 2 burly men step forward, ready to attack. Jamie, wait, I can explain. She's not my daughter, she's my friend's kid. I can call her up on the phone and she can corroborate everything, right? The 2 burly men ease off. Jamie pulls his phone out of his jeans, only for condoms to fall out as well. Jamie, these are my brother's jeans. I assure you, I'm nothing like him. Old woman nearby. He's a pedo, chew his dick off. The 2 burly men signal each other to attack. Jamie, chew his what off? Oh, okay. On to my closing argument, if I may. Jamie holds up his index finger, prepares himself, then sprints away, but crashes straight into an indoor mobile billboard. Simon sits on the... This is in Casey's lounge. Later on, Simon sits on the sofa eating biscuits whilst Ian watches cartoons with her baby and son, 6 years old. Simon says, when I was 16, I was just a kid with size 5 feet and a love for Pokemon, but now I'm a man in my size 6s. I'm not sure why that line's in here. It's just like, it's so random. Simon puts his size 6 feet on the coffee table. Casey says, you have very small feet, and you know what they say? That I'm still growing. Casey, you don't seem like the father type. Simon, occasionally, I like to get a girl pregnant 8 years ago. Not really. It's what I say, it's like a bit bland. Casey, he doesn't seem related to you. Simon, occasionally I meet dying mothers of Indian descent in hospitals and adopt their children. It's been just me and forgets the name, the kid since. Casey warms towards him, becoming more tactile. Simon, but the hardest part is that she told me to move on and find someone else. God, that's cheesy. That's part of the script. Casey rubs his arm. No, it's sweet. No, I mean, these mini cheddars, the taste lingers in the back of the throat. You know, ever since school I felt like we have such a special connection. Casey's Casey. Simon, Casey, babies love me. Simon puts her baby on his lap. The baby cries instantly. Simon with a cheesy grin. Oh, isn't she a minx? And the baby isn't half bad either. Casey, nah, that's cheesy and weird. Simon, that line wasn't that bad. Casey, no, I just got the kickback from those cheddars. It does linger. The baby vomits onto Simon's shirt, so he puts her down. Casey, so sorry, let me get you cleaned up. It's okay, I've got a tissue. That's what Simon says. Simon delves into his jean pockets, but condoms fall out. These are my brother's jeans. I'm nothing like him. I'm going to go get fresh in the bathroom. Simon grabs his backpack. Simon says, and we'll take my bag because, realising there's no believable lie, he leaves foot upstairs. Interior. Casey's bathroom seconds later. Simon stares himself down in the cabinet mirror. So what I've got... So I've got baby puke on my shirt. But where I'm going, shirt not required. Now, who's the best in the world? Simon strips off his shirt, stares into the mirror. I said, who's the best in the world? I am. Now let's elevate. He smells his cheesy breath. He sprays the bottle from a mirror cabinet into his mouth. He chokes, not knowing what it was. Casey. Internal. Casey's house later. Casey has nearly finished the plate of biscuits. Simon. She's obviously been waiting for a while. She shouts upstairs. There's no answer, so she walks upstairs. She sees the empty bathroom and enters the bedroom to see Simon handcuffed to her bed, naked with a dog collar around his neck. Casey, why are you naked? Why are you naked in my bed? Come on, live your 50 Shades of Grey fantasy and hurry, because this dog collar is super tight on my vein. Casey says, what would your wife say? Simon, probably nothing, as I think we both know, like my ex, I faked it. That's odd. Okay. Casey, you lied about her? That's sick. Simon, I'm sorry. The only reason I lied is because I love you so much, and Casey. The name's Casey. But what is with your tongue? Simon's tongue looks right, I know. I used something in your mirror cabinet. You make me see in 3D now. They hear... It's so bad. They hear the front door downstairs open and close. Casey, shit, my partner's back earlier. I thought your partner was dead. You played me, touche. Casey, God, you're arrogant. You sort up yourself. Simon, I prefer just Simon J. Tuft for our future dates. Oh yeah, because he's calling her God. Calling him God. If he sees you, he will kill you, so get those damn handcuffs off. Casey says, if he sees you, he will kill you, so get those damn cuffs off. Simon rattles his handcuffs against the frame. Simon, you see, I can't. Casey, tell me where the keys are and I'll open them. Simon, I can't because... Casey, don't even dare say. Simon gives a sorry look. Casey, why don't you have the keys? Simon, they're a discounted £2 cheaper without them. So that's English. That's British money. Not American. Casey, why not just spend the extra £2 and get the key? Handcuffs are useless without them. Simon, because I'd already blown £150 on buying the kid downstairs. Casey, you bought that kid for $150. That's disgusting. Simon, you think I overpaid, right? I could have bought it down to $125. I knew I should have drove a harder bargain. They hear the partner walking up the stairs. Partner off screen. Han, who are you talking to? Casey, we are screwed. His love for me will tear us apart. Wait, I have an idea. It's really bad language, I think. Casey hurries to the bathroom, cracks open the window, and does an off-screen movement, almost like an artist. Her partner enters. Partner, what's going on here? Her partner sees Simon still naked, but now with bath salt around his mouth, and acts high and spaced out. Casey, I don't know, I just found him here naked. I think he's high on bath salts. As from the bath salts you can see around his face. He must have climbed through the window, as you can tell from the window that is open. Oh no, okay, I'll get the bolt cutters again. You gotta shut that window. This is the 3rd time this month, and there's another kid downstairs again. A partner walks out. Simon gives Casey a smug look. Simon. Oh, Katie. Casey. It's Casey. How many times? Simon. God, you have the hardest name. Casey. It's really not 5 letters. The rest of this. Okay, let's get the rest of the script done. Interior, family house later. Jamie and Simon walk into the family home with Ian. After a silent pause, Simon. So then I crushed her ass ragged. Not to talk up my story. Literally the best twosome ever. Jamie, you can't just start at the end of a story and expect me to get it. It's annoying. Simon, well, I don't kiss and tell. Jamie, you literally just said, and I quote, you crushed her ass ragged. Only a few pages left. Thank God. Flashback. Internal. Casey's lounge earlier. Simon cries on his sofa, being cut by Casey's partner. Simon. And Linda won't return my calls. Back to the present. Simon. We did the eternal pirate leg. It's a variation of the loose horse feedback. You know what I mean? Jamie looks at Simon, not knowing what he means. Muffy's door is open and they enter to see Agnes with Dixie, as well as Derek's mum and Derek's dad waiting with Muffy. Jamie, Dixie, you're here. Agnes, how? Agnes, she showed up at my house an hour ago, alone with a sprained wrist. She told me you were only using her to prowl for women. That's filthy. Jamie, sorry, but in my defence, I honestly never thought you'd find out. Muffy, that's not a defence. Simon, my brother may be a fuck up, but I've got Derek back safe and sound with every hair in his head. Simon brings Ian forwards. Muffy, you mean this Derek? The Alpha moves out from behind his parents. Everybody stares at Ian. Ian, you said you were taking me to my mum. Simon, we've just kidnapped a kid. Now, this is the worst thing we've ever done. Jamie, don't say we. It was your van. Derek's mum. Who kidnapped this child? Simon, let's not blame each other. Jamie, the fact that you asked that means it's your fault. Simon, please. Like we always say, brothers that dry together, fly together. Jamie, we've never said that, but Jamie and Simon look at each other, accepting fault. Jamie steps forward, but Simon only pretends and leans in, leaving Jamie alone. Jamie, Judas, you Judas. Muffy, someone owes someone an apology. Simon, just get it over with and I'll accept. Muffy, no you. Simon, how could we be in the wrong? Isn't the kid adopted by mum? Jamie, it's already been explained. Simon, I know we may have kidnapped a child, but I kind of got rejected by several women. Self-confidence is at an all-time low. Agnes, sarcastically, oh thank God, are you okay? Simon, thanks for asking, appreciate it. Simon looks to camera in hallway. Well, at least things don't get any worse than this. Jamie, who are you talking to? Simon, the cops aiming guns at us. 2 police officers burst into the hallway, aiming live taser guns at Simon and Jamie. It's very English. Police officer, you two get away from the boy and onto your knees. Police officer 2, hands up. Last page. Simon, one moment, which one? Away from the boy or on your knees? Simon gets shot by a taser, screams to the ground. Seeing this, Jamie decides to follow their instructions, making sure that they see him being compliant. They lower their guns. Jamie, I knew being an estate agent would teach me how to negotiate. They immediately raised their guns again. This is bad. Police officer 1, I was missold my mortgage, so I don't like him. Jamie, no, I'm just like you. Police officer 1, what, a closeted racist? Mum, Jamie, Mum, explain the situation so I don't get tasered. Muffy, I'd love to. Jamie, thank you. Muffy, let me finish. I'd love to, but I can't as I don't have the foggiest idea who you are. Jamie gets tasered by the cop and screams to the ground.